Hello guys and gals, me Mutahar, and judging by the title of the video, you can assume this is a rant time. And this is a rant time that is a long time coming. Believe it or not, if this series was the one of the first, couple series on this channel, this would probably be the first video. For those of you who don't know what the fuck sub for sub is, let me fill you in on sub for sub. Sub for sub is when you ask somebody to subscribe to your channel, or it could be any kind of social media platform, and you subscribe to theirs. And so each and every one of you gains a subscriber, follower, whatever the fuck you want to call it. And this phenomenon isn't exactly new. It's been here since the dawn of anything. Basically, why I want to talk about it and why I really want to focus on it is because me and Kyle had this brought up about, last night or so, and this is something that I feel like I don't really like talking about these kind of things as much usually, but to be honest, this is a pretty comedic topic, so we'll treat it in a very comedic light. Now, but again, I do want to be serious here because this is an issue. I do want to rant about it. Let me make that very abundantly clear. So, sub for sub has been an issue, of course, on YouTube and anywhere else for as long as, internet has ever really been here. People always want to get followers or subscribers. People always chase after the kind of fame or fortune. I'm not saying everyone, but a grand majority of people that are really into this kind of stuff use this tactic. There was a lot of people who were like, instantly the messages were barrage, like the PMs were like sub for sub, sub for sub, sub for sub. And I was like, what the fuck is sub for sub? Like at the time I was like, why? What's going on? And even today, there's a lot of people who are sub for sub, sub for sub, sub for sub. And, nowadays there's a lot of those collaboration requests, and it's incredibly weird, and I'm going to focus on what the big issue with some of the stuff is, and kind of an issue with the whole fucking community that that sort of really follows this trend. So, of course, back then, there was a lot of sub for subbing, and nowadays, again, there's still a lot of sub for subbing. Let me actually point out why sub for sub doesn't work. For the people that, say, oh man, this is gonna... Sub for sub just boosts your subscriber count. Let me tell you how much subscriber count actually matters on YouTube or anywhere else. It means fuck all. Subscriber count doesn't matter. There are people with tons of subscribers who, barely get any watches on their channel, versus the other way around. So, subs don't fucking matter, okay? If some people look at subscribers as this EP enlarging item, and I guess if your EP gets really big, looking at your subscriber count, then you're just a very bored fucking individual. I'm sorry to say, but that is a reality. But anyways, that's essentially what the whole thing, it doesn't do anything. It just makes it so that you and the other person that you sub to sub with will just boost their count by 1, and that's it. Very rarely do sub for subbers watch each other's videos. It's just there to boost their channel ranking a little higher, and it doesn't even do that in the grand scheme of things. So that's a gist of why it doesn't work. I don't have to go into more of it. That's essentially why it doesn't fucking work. Now, nowadays, I get a lot of these sub for sub requests. It's like, will you please sub to my channel or something like that. It's not even actually a please. What pisses me off nowadays is this really abrasive attitude that a lot of these people have when it comes to this kind of activity. There's a lot of people who are like, sub to the channel. There was one person, I'm not going to name any names when it comes to really, sort of, because at that point I'm just going to be outing people like that, but there was one person who was like, you owe this community, you owe me, or something like that, and I'm like, what the fuck do you think? What do you think, this is a fucking charity? Like, I don't even know who the person is, and the guy's just coming off like, oh man, you owe me all these things. I'm like, I don't owe you shit. What are you talking about? What the fuck? Like, this is internet videos, man. It's not something serious. What the fuck? And then there's all these collaborative requests from people. How do I go on without this? Actually, without actually, because I don't know if the. How do I go on without actually giving out the name? Whatever. I'm just gonna say fuck it. I'm gonna do it. I'm not gonna give out a name, but I'm gonna say the type of stuff. As far as collaborative requests go, allow me to make out the point that I always like to do collaborations. I've done collaborations with the Sticky Paddle, I've done collaborations with That Creepy Reading and the people that he's associated with. Great people, the videos turned out great as far as I know. So it's not like I don't do collaborative videos. But if your channel is primarily focused on Garry's Mod, Happy Wheels, and Minecraft, there's nothing I can really do to you. 2 of those games I've never played on this channel, and 1 of those games I played, but only with my friends to fuck around with. That's about it. Alright, that's as far as what I can really say on collaborations when it comes to stuff like that. I can't offer anything, and very rarely do I do it. And some people are just abrasive about it nowadays too, where they're just like, do this, do that, do this, you know, you owe it. It's like, no, you don't owe anybody shit. Alright, it's like the same people you see in the fucking comments who go about like, I know you won't give me a chance, but please watch the video. It's like, no, this isn't a fucking charity, okay? Alright, it doesn't work that way. And then the people who are always like in the comments, sub for sub, sub for sub. You see it in a fucking video all the time. You see it in private messages. You see it in Twitter direct messages. You see it every fucking where everyone's just like sub for sub, sub for sub, sub for sub. And it drives me fucking insane reading that shit. It's not the fact that I have anything against up and coming people, but there are people that specifically just want to boost their EP-ness. Or whatever the fuck it is. I don't know. I don't know, okay? There's people that just want to do that. And the only way that they can conceive going through their head is to artificially boost it using a sub for sub tactic, which doesn't really help you at the end of the day. There's people who believe that they're entitled to collaborative requests or subscribers, or there's something new called like begging, where people are like a video, it's how us lowly people get hired. No, it doesn't work that way, okay? I'm not a fucking big guy anyways either, so I don't know why the fuck people reach out to me or anything or anybody else. It's just one of those really stupid things that completely aggravates me. Because let me tell you about this thing, okay? This shit isn't necessarily easy in the sense that you just sit on your ass and have stuff grow overnight. You gotta put work into it. You have to actually fucking, you know, put some of your time into this stuff and actually be pretty consistent with it. It's not, you know, fucking, I'm just gonna connect the dots and the video will shit itself out and put. No, it doesn't work that way. And the method that people use to artificially boost their rankings just for the sake of a little fame or a little ego-stroking behavior absolutely drives me insane. And the fact that from the time I started this channel up until this very moment that I'm going to be uploading this video, this will still be happening. And it drives everyone insane. It doesn't work. Okay, if you've ever conceived to use sub for sub, don't do it. Take my word for it, it doesn't work. It just pisses everyone off around. You know what it looks like when you say sub for sub to somebody else? It looks like you fucking deserve the top spot in a cringe compilation list. That's what it looks like. Alright, and I know I sound very pissed off. I know I'm going off on a lot of tangents, but this video is like 3 years overdue. I should have done this as like video number fucking 30 or 35. I don't know. I should have done this a long time ago. But apparently, it just never fucking sinks in, and people always keep doing this, and the more and more YouTube becomes popular, the more and more you see this type of shit everywhere. There's a lot of people who want to keep boosting their stats just for their ego. And there's a lot of people who get pissed. And I hate it. I don't like it when people, you know, get pissed off at me about stupid shit like this, you know what I mean? Because there are people that I've literally said in an email, I can't do a collaboration, or I can't, you know, sub for you because A, I don't watch your videos. That's why I don't want to sub. And then when it comes to collaborative requests, I'm like, dude, I run a channel where it's fucking creepypastas, random video games, deep web. It's like, and you run this channel about Minecraft or some stuff like, it's totally different. I don't know how I can help you. You know what I mean? And I say it in the nicest way as possible. And some of these people are just like the meanest motherfuckers ever. They're just like, this one dude devolved into calling me fucking all these homophobic terms, and it's like, what the fuck? What do you do at that point? And then to sit there and see the sub for sub shit going on daily drives somebody insane, man. I know it sounds like a petty topic, but it's a topic that should have happened. That being said, I'm gonna end it off on here, and I want to hear your stories about seeing these sub for sub, or these, I know you won't give my channel a chance, but if you try, I'm an up and coming. If you ever see this, please share your favorites in the comment section below, please. That being said, if you like what you saw, please like, comment, and subscribe. Just like it if you dislike it. This is me, Mudahar, and I am out.